Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we are back for game number 3 in this best of 3 series. Equinox v Thunder Chickens. It's been a great series tonight. I've really enjoyed it. Both teams have had really good games, and some good drafting. I like how even this matchup has been. Namida is just playing very, very well. No Corn had a great game there in his second game. Godlike on the gyrocopter. And it's up to both teams. And let's see what they're able to come up with here in this third and final draft. Here, and let's see who decides, who takes the early points in this AEF Season 3 Division 2 matchup. Now, I'll apologise ahead of time. I do have my dog right here, and he is bugging me. I may have to take him out. Depends on how much he bugs me. So we're continuing with a very common theme here, and Lich, Nyx, Night Stalker, and let me guess, is it going to be Venomancer? It's interesting, Thunder Chickens, you know, giving respect to purple and just saying, look, we don't want to deal with the Nyx, whereas I really didn't think it was the Nyx that was the problem in that game. It was more Namida on his puck in the mid lane. I feel like Thunder Chickens' problems all stemmed from the mid lane, and not to say that Riv played particularly bad. You know, he played okay. Like, there was nothing wrong with Riv's game. It was just that Namida, he got an advantage in the laning stage, and then he turned that into something heading into the mid game. He started to get some kills, he started to get momentum. Necrophos. Thunder Chickens are alright. We're going to show our hand early, we're going to take the Necro. Earthshaker, okay. I'm loving that we've got some same heroes, we've got some different heroes. This game's going to be so good. I'm ready. My nips are ready. Invoker bans again. I think this is actually the third time in a row that the Invoker has been banned. Let me just see if I can find here.
10 seconds.
Oh God.
Here's the Radiant ban.
So, okay, here we go.
Ban.
Let's click this. Let's see what happened here. Okay, in the first draft, Equinox banned the Invoker. In the last draft, it was Thunder Chickens. There's the puck ban. Very good ban, I think. I think you just either you take it out of the pool or you bring a plan to deal with it. And taking it out of the pool is as good a strategy as any, and in some ways the best strategy, because it has 100% hit rate when it comes to dealing with a specific hero. Take it out of the game. You just don't even have to deal with it. Yes, you might bring a plan, and yes, you might. It might work, but it's not guaranteed. So, Elder Titan has been banned by Equinox. Interesting. The AA, it did. Yeah, it did.
Radiant's turn to pick.
It did make plays. Now, apparently, I'm not in the casting channel. For fuck's sake. It's just it's an absolute shit fight. You know what I mean? Oh well.
10 seconds.
If I'm not, well, shit happens.
5 seconds.
Is all I'm going to say. Maybe one day I'll learn what I'm doing here. Clockwork banned. Elder Titan, Puck, Invoker. That was the second phase of bans. Where now we have Thunder Chickens, third pick. And right now, it's interesting to see where the Necrophos is going to go. You know, he can lane against the Faceless Void if he was to go safe lane. He could potentially go into the off lane himself. He could go mid. We don't know yet. we don't know where this Necrophos is going to go, and in some ways, you know, when you want a hero, you got to pick it early because it might get banned, and this game, it's a double-edged sword because it shows your hand early. It shows that, hey, we're taking Necrophos. Okay, this is clearly planned. Because right now, there's nothing on the table at the moment that would say, hey, you know, we need to pick LC. You know, there's no anti-mage, there's no, you know, super strong carry that needs to be countered and dealt with. So, yeah. I'm going to pause very quickly. I do need to take my dog outside. He's licking me, which means I need to pee. I don't want him to pee on my floor. I'll be back in 2 minutes. I will probably see the end of this draft before I'm back, but we'll pick it up in a few minutes' time.
Radiant's turn to pick. Ten seconds. 5 seconds remaining.
Okie dokie. We see the Firebird. Phoenix. Now there's a hero. It's kind of good. It's kind of good. Like, it's in terms of combos, right? There's combos that are easy to pull off, and then there's combos that are a little bit harder, and then there's combos that are just impossible. Right? The Phoenix Faceless Void combo is difficult to pull off, okay, because it requires timing and it requires positioning. If your Faceless Void goes first, then placing the egg can be very, very hard. Generally what you want is you want the Phoenix to go first, place the egg, and then your Chronosphere on top of that.
5 seconds remaining.
Conquer, picked by Thunder Chickens, interesting. X Marks, such a good ability. In the game of Dota, there's few abilities that sit in the top tier. And you would have to say that X Marks, Glimpse, and to a lesser extent Hook, are the strongest heroes and abilities in the game. The ability to... Oh. Okay. Okay. It's an out-of-the-box pick, that's for sure. I'm not 100% sold on it. I think it's okay, though. Like, I think it's okay, because you really need a Diffusal Blade carrier for the Necrophos. And Troll Warlord, sure. You can build Diffusal Blade. You can build Diffusal Blade on anyone. You can build it on Phoenix if you wanted to, but, you know, ideally you want someone with a bit of attack speed, someone who benefits from the other elements of the item, the agi, a little bit of int, the mana burn, you know, as well as the active diffuse. The TA Assassin has been banned by Thunder Chickens, which is fair enough. TA does do kind of well against Necrophos, and I think that it answers chat's question as to whether or not we'll see some sort of Huskar cheese. And I have changed the stream over to be on a 5-minute delay now, because it was just going straight from my computer out, which was possibly a bad thing. Anyway, that's why we have these things, and
Radiant's turn to pick.
yeah. Oh, okay. And it's Namitta playing it. Based upon his puck performance last game, I am looking forward to Namitta's Tinker, because there's Tinker players and then there's Tinker players. And generally speaking, the ability to play Puck and the ability to play Tinker is somewhat correlated. It's not like completely equal. It's not like you say, yeah, if he can play Puck, he can play Tinker, but there's some relation there. You know, they're both very high skill capped heroes. There's both heroes require you to walk a very fine line with what you can and what you can't do. Because if you try to do something you shouldn't, you just feed, and one death turns into 6. Here's the final pick. Oh my god! I love this draft. Okay. This picks Arc Warden. I love it. I love it already. I love me some Arc Warden. I love me some Tinker. I love me some Necrophos. This is going to be a great game, and this is going to decide this round 1 matchup between Thunder Chickens and Team Equinox. The Doctor is going to take the AA, while Shnar is going to take the Necrophos to the safe lane. Chapman, Legion Commander, going to the off lane. No Arcana, points off for you. Chocolate Malcolm is going to take the Conquer. He's going to be wanting to turn in a performance more like Game 1 than Game 2. He was a little bit lackluster on the Coddle, struggled to have an impact upon the game, did get his Aghanims, but was probably a little bit later than he'd like. Thus couldn't really influence the game as much as he would like. Riv on the Arc Warden. This will be interesting to see how he went. He really didn't. He played okay on the Queen of Pain, struggled to get in the game though. An Arc Warden is one of those heroes where if it hits 40-45 minutes, all of a sudden you can kill anyone. It's interesting how these show like not their tag names. Anyway, moving right along. So that was Team Thunder Chickens. The midder obviously taking the Tinker to the mid lane. Game of Tilt on the Faceless Void. That is one scary ass Faceless Void. What is this head? Primal form of the Tentacular Time Lord. Right. Okay then. What else we got? We have No Corn on the Troll Warlord. He's tagged up with 17%. Well, he needs 10% this game. Rafay, the Phoenix. He's got the ultra rare. Is it ultra rare or just a rare Solar Forge Sunray thing?
30 seconds to battle.
The Phoenix was picked with the Legion Commander in mind. If you land Fire Spirits on the Legion Commander and then Sunray the duel, she's not winning the duel. It's just no, it's not happening. Because this Sunray is very, very strong. It's not as strong as it was when it was pure damage, but strong, very strong. And we don't see either team contest the runes. Neither team is particularly strong, level 1, but okay, fair enough. And this mid lane matchup, it's one I'm very interested in. As a rule, Arc Warden is very, very good against heroes that don't have a built-in escape. Heroes like Sniper, Invoker, and Tinker. Oh yes, we see the Spark Race spam begin. But this is the issue, right? The Tinker has an advantage in the fact that he can spam lasers, he has great base damage, and a good attack animation. So Riv is going to find this hard for the time being. The early advantage is going to go to Namitta here, who gets the wave in a great spot, which means it is going to push to his side of the river. The laser dicking begins. I'm not sure that's worth Rafay. Anyway, things are going to settle in here. We have one, Shnar. He has gone for Death Pulse, level 1, which is fair enough. It doesn't really matter what you get level 1, and this way it allows him to stand in the wave and just punch the Faceless Void in the face. And, force him back. Expend that mana. Rafay, expanding another Sunray. Chapman, jukes him. Gets his boots on and moves out of the way. Right now, Chocolate Malcolm is just camping mid, and he's not really doing much. The midder has an early CS advantage, up 2 CS on Riv. Be interested to see what Riv goes here. Hand of Midas is core on an Arc Warden. Meanwhile, top lane, Chapman gets blocked in by purple. He is in trouble. He is in a world of hurt. Gets overwhelming odds on. Is he going to go for the deny? He might. He runs past it. Is he okay? What is he doing? Nobody knows. He's going to get himself off. Oh, right now, space is being created. He could die to the creep wave. He's going to run into tower range. Chapman, where you going, son? Your fountain's this way. Oh! Meanwhile... Oh, he hasn't created quite enough space. Okay, so he's dead. So... The first blood. What was the first blood? Who got first blood? Oh, it was on Chocolate Malcolm. Uh-oh, kill rune. Yeah, he doesn't have enough mana right now. We're going to see a Borrel for the Tinker. Interesting. Meanwhile, this top lane is turning into a bit of a brawl. Legion Commander is very strong in lane, and this is something that I wish my 3k teammates, well, and 2k teammates would learn, is that Legion Commander is very, very strong in lane. And smell something burning. This is not ideal. Anyway. Hopefully he's okay. Set my chip, please. So I'm kind of out of stuff to say right now. Riv Arc is a secret disabled DB when he practiced it. Either that or he can't play it. DB, what's DB? DB. Dota buff. And I'm happy to wait for the moment until we get this resolved. Hopefully he hasn't set his house on fire. My biggest concerns for Equinox this game is how do you kill the Necrophos? Like, okay, so we good. Alright. No harm, no foul, I think.
Bounty.
Okay. This matchup doesn't really get easier as the levels increase. The thing about Tinker is he's got so much magic damage from range that it's hard to deal with it as an Arc Warden. You know, ideally what you're aiming to do is you're aiming to catch your opponent inside the wave. Okay, get the Q on them, and then force them to make the decision of come forward and eat right clicks, or go backwards and eat potentially the spark race that you've set up, you know, around the place, looking to trap him in this kind of area where he's going to take a bad trade.
Bounty.
Rev. Putting the harass in. As you can see, Arc Warden does damage. It's great. Uh-oh. Doesn't look like this is... Oh, the very nice turret from the Chocolate Malcolm. Phoenix dives in. Nothing's going to happen there, I don't think. And that skirmish will break apart with nothing going either way. Chat. He's getting his up here, and the Faceless Void is getting his down here. He gets the bash. This lane is just going to get harder and harder, though, for the Faceless Void. As one Schnar gets more and more levels, it's just going to get harder. You know, you can't harass him out of lane because of Death Pulse, and you can't stay in lane because, well, Heartstopper Aura. As you can see now, he's just getting so low. He really needs to... well, he's going to expend his Shrine first. He's going to hold on to that Salve. The Salve will keep him in lane that little bit longer. You know, that little bit of resources. I wonder if this is going to be Power Treads or a Hand of Midas. Quite partial to the Hand of Midas Necrophos. But only because I'm a greedy motherfucker. How often one buys Midas says a lot about said player. Okay. And there's the salve usage. So, Faceless Void's ability to stay in this lane is now seriously compromised. It is the Power Treads for the Necrophos. Yeah, he can't keep eating this damage like this. And it's clear that he just wants to get the experience and get that level 6. If he gets a good timing, then maybe he can do something in combination with the Tinker and Purple. One thing Thunder Chickens really do need to work on for future games is Purple and his levels. Because right now we're at 6 minutes, he's level 2. And level 3 is only just in sight. Right now Riv's having a hard time in this lane. Namitta has started to open up a gap here. Now 10 CS above the Arc Warden. And with that he is heading towards a very nice bot's timing. Soul Ring will be in there somewhere. And we see 3 in laser. Interesting. It's not... Like, normally you would see more points in heat-seeking missiles because it gives you more damage. Well, does it? Maybe not. Who knows? Right now, Namitta is putting down his Authoritar here in the mid lane. All of a sudden, 2 points in March of the Machines. And Namitta is looking to pick up his farm rate. While Chapman has gone jungle. Soul Ring on... Oh, what? I don't know about this. You know, whatever. Now the goal for any Tinker player is bots before level... before 10 minutes. Level 10. Before 10 minutes is the goal for a Tinker player. Okay, Riv's working towards his Midas. Again, same thing. Wow, there's a blink in. Right now, we have damage. Stun. Riv's in pain. Yep, he's going to go down. 4 heroes show up in the mid lane, and all of a sudden, it is a party. Coldfeet does proc on the Faceless Void, but he's going to time walk that out there, and that's going to be it. Nice value ulti from the Troll Warlord as well.
Yes.
Gamer Tilt's in trouble here. That's all one Snow wanted. Was to make him use mana, because he'll regen everything now with Death Pulse, because it's a great ability and it's going to get nerfed to the shit. Right now, Ice Frog's watching these games with Necrophos and going, "Oh god, what have I done? My finest creation." Max Fever, interesting. Oh. As I was saying, yeah, I'm not sure they can fight that. What a hero. What a hero. It's just... Anyway, whatever. I mean, it does get hit, but with March of the Machines down, it's hard to fight into this Tinker. You just take so much damage. It's got level 1 rearm now, so... Town Portal Scrolls have effectively no cooldown. Chocolate Malcolm's going to pick up an invis and head north. Korn has had all the space he could ever hope for.
Bounty.
Radiance now queued for the Necrophos. I love the cloak pickup, and whether he's going to turn that into a pipe or a hood. It's a good move because, you know, that is where Necrophos is weak. You have one way of dealing with physical damage, you really need a way of dealing with magic damage. And he completes his wand, really good item on Necrophos because of Ghost Shroud. What? Looked like it was going to break out top lane. Okay, Boots of Travel, 10 minutes 51, that's fine. You're okay with that, you'll take it. So right now, Namida is going to show up everywhere. And Riv is a long way off his hand of Midas. That is not good. Purple might find Doctor here. Whoa! So much damage. Oh, the nice block holds the Doctor in. The Tinker's here, laser. Gets him. Very nice reactions. And the Boots of Travel are now online. So they're going to have to watch out and be careful of the Tinker coming in and dealing that mass damage. Something I didn't mention. Where is the Tinker? Oh, he's getting gone on mid lane. He might just die here. Send the clone after him, son. No, he's missed him. Will it hit? No. He's going to walk it off. Boots of Travel. Too fast. Yeah, he didn't actually go battle build. It was interesting. Picking up the third point in laser. That's one you don't normally see. He's maxed March now, so it's more of a farming Tinker, which is fine. He's going to work into his Soul Ring, which is so value on the hero. And they're going to find Riv here. Yep. This game is looking very, very hard. The Tinker has his item. He has his bots, but the Arc Warden is a very, very long way away from his. And the thing about the two heroes is that Tinker, when he gets bots, he's online. He'll show up to fights. He'll press W. He'll press R. He'll press W again. And that helps, right? Arc Warden, once he gets his Midas, he still doesn't do much. He can deal damage, and he can be relevant in the game, but it just... the mobility isn't the same, and things are a little bit different, is what I'm trying to get at. Game Tilt, going for the Power Treads, has enough money for them, picks them up at the side shop. One Schnar is looking for that Radiance and is on track for a good Radiance timing. Ideally, you want that Radiance 16, 18 minutes for a safe lane farmer. And he is looking like he's going to be on track for about a 16... Oh, no, it's probably actually 17 to 20 minute Radiance, which is fine. Because he went back for a hood, a cloak, not a hood. Just running at him. He got the jewel.
We weren't finished.
Yeah, not quite enough damage there. And with the AA blast whiffing, just not just not enough to get it done. Okie dokie. This Necrophos is getting scary though.
Two masks on this brigantine.
Mask of Madness finished on the Troll Warlord.
This will do nice.
Ah, Tinker, what a hero. Chapman's here in the mid lane. Not necessarily looking for a duel, just to, I don't know, look scary. And things are quieting down a bit as both teams look to farm a little bit. And we see the same move mirrored on both sides of the... Well, actually, it's close to mirrored. Gank on the enemy offlaner.
To Radiant's middle tower. It's sinking, just like your
And he might die in Fountain here. He gets X'd! Rip him. Alright. No Corn says, fine, you're going to kill my offlaner. I am going to go take Roche.
Radiant's bottom tower faces a stiff wind.
That Mask of Madness does help a great deal when it comes to taking Roshan. Bit of lifesteal, ability to attack faster and potentially bash shit out of him. So it's good stuff. Good stuff. Anyway, Tinker's farming up. He's half the way to a Blink Dagger. Oh, the troll wants it. He is so in. Oh, that heal. I never thought about it, but of course, overwhelming odds plus Growth Shroud is a double. It's, what is it? Health regen, 50 for 5 seconds, that's 500 health that he would re-heal if under the effects of Ghost Shroud. So, good stuff. Here we go. Jump in. Oh, he gets the bash. Echo Slam is there. And it's all happening. They get it. Oddly enough, the Tinker does not show up. Which is a bit interesting. Normally that's free gold, you TP in, you press W. Free assist. But I'm liking how Namida looks as a mid laner. He is very, very strong and no Corn on the in the carry role. He is looking very good as well. Game of Tilt now working towards the Vladimirs. This is the off-lane initiator Faceless Void that we're used to seeing. Okay, there's the Blink Dagger from the Tinker. Now, what did I say for the Radiance? 17 to 19 minutes. He's on track. If he doesn't die, he'll have it. And that will be very, very good news for Thunder Chickens. Rafay, just oh, here we go. That's not enough damage, bruh. Whoa, that's a dead Necrophos. So there goes his Radiance timing, and they're fine. They'll walk it off. Meanwhile, mid lane. Riv does have his Midas up. He's going into the Maelstrom. This is the farming build, kind of Arc Warden. Looks to split push, create space on the map. You know, pressure the enemy team positionally, whilst getting some net worth behind him. No Blink Dagger yet on Chapman, and I'm not sure how they kill anything without a hell of a lot more damage. They feel behind, to me. Oh, the Doctor, is he going to die? Nope. The boys, they elect to back off. They don't want to fight the Necrophos, which is fair enough. Okay, they're collapsing on the mid lane now. There could be a big fight coming. Looks like they know it's coming. The X marks. Riv gets the time dilation slow. There's the egg. Egg's not really going to do much. Chocolate Malcolm does X back Game of Tilt, but Time walks it off. And meanwhile, top lane. No Corn's just like, yeah, whatever. You nerds play patty cake in the mid lane. I'm just going to be here taking your stuff. Now I'm interested to see what Namitta builds next, whether it's going to be Dagon, whether it's going to be Aether Lens. I think this game, the Aether Lens Ags build is... it's okay, it's strong, but I have to wonder if Dagon's a little bit stronger here, just for that mass magic damage and the ability to absolutely annihilate the Tinker. So there's his Radiance, and he would have had it 19 minutes had he not died. Oh well. So lots of heroes in the mid lane now. Tinker is just jumping around the map doing his thing. He is going to go Aether Lens. Okay, very interesting. Aether Lens is just a very, very nice item. It also synergizes quite nicely with the level 20 plus 75 cast range talent. Easy T1 tower. And there's the Aegis expiring on Nocorn. River's just had such a hard time, and he needs to find a way of getting in the game. He needs to get involved in some kills. But the big issue is that they are relying on the Legion Commander to find those kills. And the thing about Legion Commander is everyone knows what that hero is up to. You know, there's no secrets there. And so I find it hard to know what Thunder Chickens can do to get back in this game. Okay, that's another tower. Right now, Equinox are just rolling the map. Blink Dagger on the Earthshaker. And max Aftershock. I love it. It's going to deal so much damage. Chocolate Malcolm does have max X marks the spot now. So it's going to be very, very dangerous for the Tinker. Purple gets X back. He's going to eat it. Oh, looking for the jewel. Doesn't get there. And he holds the Reaper's Scythe. I knew what I was on about. Aether Lens completed. Now Chapman does elect to pick up the plus 20% XP gain. Often we see a lot of pro legions go the strength route. Well, watch now. You are a long way out, my friend. And they want the booty. Okay, very nice egg on top here. It looks like this is the combo that they wanted. Brilliant egg placement there from Rafay. It's a shame the Tinker goes down, but someone had to get in there and start that fight. They do take 2 for 1 so far. Purple looking for the third. No, they're going to back. And with the catch of that Chronosphere, they take the Necrophos down, which is great news for Equinox. Slowing down that Necrophos's farm is a good way of winning this game. Someone's dueling. Okay. Well, that was a duel.
Yes. Radiant's bottom tower faces a stiff wind. Illusion.
Chocolate Malcolm needs to be very, very careful here. He's a long way out with not much backup, and all it's going to take is a blink in and a Fisher, and he is going to be not having the greatest time at all. Huh. Okay, well, that's one way of doing things. Oh, the Echo Slam comes through. Phoenix gets everything on everyone. The Midder does come in. He does have the march down. He's taking a lot of damage. He out-damages the damage. Chapman wins the duel on the backline, taking out Purple, getting himself the first bit of extra bonus damage for this game. Here comes the TP. They're looking for Chapman. He is in trouble. The Midder has elected to go for the Dagon, and easy. As I was saying, this game, Dagon, very, very good. Oh, you know, as a caster, you kind of live for the games where you can sit here and say, Dagon is a great pickup this game. How often do we get that opportunity? You know, it's not often at all. And that's another great fight, and it just kind of cements where Equinox are in this game. And
middle tower is under.
Roshan is up. It can be taken. It can go on to this Troll Warlord, and I think if it ends up on the Troll Warlord, we may be looking at a set of ranks. Maybe. Chocolate Malcolm has been hitting some very, very... Oh, he's hit the X. He's hit him! The blink out from the Tinker. To Gucci. Ooh, actually, this is something worth talking about. He's gone for level 3 rearm at level 18. This is not common. Normally, you would see Tinkers hold that until they get Bloodstone. So the mana cost is just prohibitive. Okay, finished up Hood of Defiance on the Necrophos. He really needs that with the Tinker. And with the with a lot of things. And at 27 minutes, the Arc Warden is still struggling. Riv is just... it's much the same story as the last game, that he's struggling to find his way into this game. Meanwhile, Equinox are going to head into the Roche Pit. Purple's on the high ground. I think they know. Okay, wards going up. Rafe has been X'd. He's going to get hit. He is going to supernova, so he should be fine. The Chronosphere on top. It will hold them back, but Riv is on the high ground. He gets to deal some damage. Korn is going to go down. That's only the Aegis, though. This is a great fight for the Radiant, though. Here they... oh, the duel comes in. The Echo Salam! And, well, that's a dead Legion. Okay, no Korn bashes him, bashes him, bashes him. Oh, feels bad. And Riv is in a world of pain right now. Yep. Yep. It just lasted too long. It allowed the Tinker to get out, rearm, come back. And the usage of the Reaper's Scythe on the Aegis. Wow. Whether it was good, bad, or otherwise, I'll leave it to the academics. And again, we see the Blink Dagger on Game of Tilt. Do they go high ground here? I think they can do a lot of damage and force... I don't think they'll force buybacks because they're so close, and there's only one that can buy back, but... yep, they're just going to do some chip damage, get a little bit of... get some hurt put on that tier 3 tower, and... we'll try Warlords, very close to a BKB. I feel like in these fights, the Ancient Apparition is really the hero that is doing as well as they can. Admittedly, they don't really do much, but at the end of the day, it's about what you can do. And the Doctor is hitting his Ice Blast. Ooh. Chocolate Malcolm does TP in here. He might be in trouble. The Icarus dive away is no worries with that. He's also got Supernova, so there's no way they kill him. They are going to X back the Troll Warlord. He gets hit with the Arc Warden Q. Okay, there it is. The duel comes in on the Troll Warlord, who's cold feeted up. Oh, and he's going to lose the duel again. That's 2 in a row. Chronosphere on the back lines. The Doctor's getting bashed. Riv, he doubles up and tries to leave. Purple comes in and Echo Salamis him in the face. And that is the beginning of the end. The Necrophos wasn't at that fight. And all of a sudden, Thunder Chickens go from being a little bit down to a lot down.
The red rune runs. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Now, unfortunately, these 3 heroes together don't really push that hard. They really need the Troll Warlord, and I think
Trying to bring down Radiant's top
No Corn's missed a trick here by banking to get more HP. I think he could have really forced this and at least secured this tier 3. They may get forced off it right now. Rafai's like, screw it, I'm taking the tower, bro. Reaper's Scythe makes sure of the kill.
low as a boom.
And now a Ghost Scepter on one Schnar. Where's the Tinker at? Tinker now has Ags Dagon, and it's got the 75 cast range. This is just great on Tinker, because with the Aether Lens, look at your blink range. Like, look at your cast range on all your abilities. It's just awesome. So yeah, very, very nice with the Aether Lens.
Yes.
And Riv really still doesn't have anything. For 32 minutes in the game, he's still struggling along. He keeps getting picked, and it's a hard Arc Warden game. You know, he's really not matching up well against the Tinker. You know, the Tinker is 10-1 and 6 with 17k net worth. He's 5,000 net worth behind. He's going to work into the Bloodthorn though. Really try and amp that damage up. I wonder what the Faceless Void has here. It's a BKB. Wow, okay. So right now, this is a game-ending item. This is it's an item you buy when you want to end the game within the next 10 minutes. And I think Equinox have the ability. I think that if, like, Rafai has just been landing some very, very nice supernovas. I mentioned that it was difficult, and it is. But he's doing a very, very good job.
Under attack.
Oh, all of a sudden. Oh, and the Chronosphere hits everyone. That is not good at all. They take out the Necrophos. Yeah, that was a right click from the Tinker, getting that last hit. I think that Thunder Chickens, I think it's time for them to call this game. I think it's time for them to accept... What is this? When was that placed? That is dirty. I love it. Yeah, they're really in the hole on this one, and I don't see a way back in it.
Win.
Meanwhile, Tinker is in the bottom lane, just pushing your tier 3. Right-clicking away. Oh, the Troll Warlord's dead. That explains a lot. That's unfortunate, because really, that's a lot of their push.
Radiant's bottom tower faces a stiff Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower.
And all of a sudden, all 3 tier 3s are down.
Radiant's bottom
This vision is disgusting. Look at this. 3 wards. 2 of which are in the base. The other one is not 5 steps outside the base. It's just...
Radiant's bottom shrine has fallen.
This is just a little bit of Anaconda gaming.
Regeneration.
Roshan's going to be up in the next 90 seconds or so. I think Equinox... They've got 2 choices right now. They've got the SEA choice, and they have the China choice. Now, the China choice in this situation is probably the better one. But the SEA choice would be to go rush a set of racks right now. The China choice would be to farm, wait for the Roche, take the Roche, and then go high ground. So, I think that's what we're going to be seeing from them. It looks like they're leaning towards the China option. Look at this. This is just a hard game, man. And all of a sudden, they've lost all map control. Well, they're losing map control. They do have two very nice wards still out on the map. They are going to be timing out. This one in 2 minutes 30. This one in a matter of seconds.
Dire structures are fortified.
Riv is going to get a little bit of a consolation prize. Take that that middle lane.
Knocked down.
Oh, Chapman. Yeah, wow, okay. That was, I swear there was a Legion Commander there. Namitta is apparently a magician, because he made that hero disappear. Oh, that's a dead Phoenix. And, it's potentially a dead Necrophos, yeah, the bash. Yeah, Echo Slam, they're not going to let this hero walk away. BKB from Game of Tilt, he's going in now, it's party time. Meanwhile, Troll Warlord's in the base. Unfortunately, he can't purge that off, he's just going to BKB it. And he will back off. They do pick off Chocolate Malcolm on the Kunkka. And that's where that little scuffle will end. Jesus. Namitta, though, is a beast of a mid laner. I think that we've seen that here tonight. He is 2 games in a row now. He has gone absolutely ham. Glimmer Cape. I wonder what the deal is with that. Oh, okay. Well, EQ. I just need to do my admin duties right now. Unbind. You're GG, well played. Okay. To prevent mistakes. Like they'll take that in the right humor, because that was clearly a mistake by you can see. Sorry, chat wheel. Okay, good game. Okay, so you know it's very apparent what happened there. He misclicked, but still, we have rules, and I need to uphold my my reputation as a heartless bastard without any sense of humor. So right now Roshan is up. I wonder what Equinox are going to do about that. If it does come to that, I wonder what TC are going to do. Riv is finding some farm. Slowly but surely, he is getting into this game. He's going to switch over to a Molyneux though. Interesting. He has the Orchid, and that would be very, very good against the Tinker. Right now, Riv's Tempest double clone has been pinged out. I'm going to leave it be. Rafay leading the charge. Lots of heroes here in the mid lane. They are going to look for purple. I think they were baiting. Yes, they were baiting. Wow, that's a play. It's like One Shaw is going to die. Yep. Meanwhile, Nocorn's like, yeah, I'm just going to take your stuff. Oh. Tinker has DC'd, and I think that the Game of Tilt might actually die here. Let's It's going to be close. Another good supernova. And the Australian Dota 2 servers just can't handle the APM right now of Namita. He deals so much damage so quick, and it is an art form on this hero. The ability to deal, cast your spells and deal the damage in such a short amount of time. You'll see lower tier Tinkers do have the mechanics down, but they're not anywhere near as quick. And as I said, Game of Tilt did actually die there. So they lose half a lane. They lose the Necrophos again, who's now 3-7-9. It just... Like, what has the Legion Commander done all game apart from feed 28 dual damage to the Troll Warlord? That's... Like, I feel like that you could have replaced this hero with quite a few others and still had the same effect, if not more. Ice Blast coming in. I'm just going to spot that this is being done, but I think it's being done too quickly for anything to be done about it. Incorn, no boots again. He's not in the bubble. Come on, bro. That's a BKB charge and everything. Anyway, TC, it looks like they're going to be holding for buyback now. They really need it. They need this hold. Maybe if they can kill the Tinker, this game turns around. Maybe if they can kill No Corn twice, this game will turn around. But it's a very tall order, a very, very big ask. And No Corn shoots snowballs. Happy days. He's like a Christmas troll. He's like the elf troll of Christmas past or something. Wanchnar does have an Ags now. Not sure about this. I think... Well... There's 3 items probably that would have been better, but you're not going to swap 1 for 3. And that, I think, is most of the problem right now with 30k network difference between the two. And I just love that beautiful bait. Oh, meanwhile. Oh, no dust. No detection. They really need the Tinker here to help force them up into the high ground. Right now the lanes are pushed, they have the Aegis, they have the cheese. Okay, here comes the Tinker. This could be go time. You want to be very careful about that though. He gets X'd. It could be the opening that Thunder Chickens needs. Here comes the push. Ecorn is on the high ground. The bubble is put down on one of the racks. Whoa! And Conker just explodes. The Chronosphere isn't great, but it does pick up the Necrophos on the side, which is really all he needed. TC Riv will go down. Well, at least his Tempest Double will, and well, that really puts the brakes on Thunder Chicken's chances of a comeback, and yes, they're going to call it here. GG. Equinox take this game. 2 games to 3. And that was a great game by both teams. I think both teams should be proud of their performance here tonight. And it's going to be a bright season here in the AEF. I look forward to seeing you in the next game.